Hello, hello. For everyone here that was able to watch the YouTube video, I did a brief introduction of Gitcoin. So this will be the homepage. I'm already logged in. In the top right-hand corner, you can see I'm logged in. And when you go to products and you go to bounties, you're right here. And the very first bounty you see actually is the bounty for Web3Bridge. So if anyone has any questions about maybe they tried to set up, so yeah, there's the link right there in the chat. If anyone tried to set it up and had an issue, ask any questions about it, here you can kind of just hit express interest, write out your plan about what you're going to do. So, well, first things first, obviously you'd want to read. I already read it, so I already know what it's asking for. But you'd want to read the description of what it's asking for, how much time you have left and all that. But it looks like a pretty easy, pretty simple bounty. So you just tweet about your experience in the cohort. So you could express your interest, minimum 30 characters, talk about how you're going to complete the task. So there are actually some examples here already from some students. You could see the work plans here. So everything's open source. You could see people who have written what they're going to do. And all the activity, the founder, you can kind of dig into the project. And if you complete a project, it will show up on your, I think it's kind of one of the coolest parts of Gitcoin is it does show up on your profile, just like how GitHub works. So as you start completing projects, other employers will be able to see, I guess, all the work you've done, how much you've gotten paid, how much. All my earnings are from Gitcoin quests. I have not done any actual Gitcoin bounties before. I like just learning about Web3 stuff. But any questions? Any comments? I'll look at the chat.
I've got a quick question. So for the bounty that was sent out, so I see we have to work on Twitter and that, but then I see at the same time it's got a submit work button as well. Do we sort of just keep on submitting on Twitter, or do we submit on Gitcoin as well?
So usually you'd be submitting however the bounty says to submit, you'd submit that way. But usually you'd also be submitting some sort of work onto Gitcoin because that would be the open source, I guess, source of truth of that, the fact that you actually did the work. So everyone else could be able to see the work you did as well. So that could be as simple as a lot of times taking the Twitter link and putting it as a pull request. So where's the submit work? You're gonna have to I don't even see it currently right now. Maybe it's after you express interest and you go through it. But when you do submit the work, a lot of them will say when you submit the work, it is a pull request. And it is usually just a link to the work you did. That could be just a tweet or whatever. So for this, it would just be a tweet with the pull request, if that answers your question. Can you share my screen as I explained? My bad. Oh no, sorry, I'm supposed to be. That's what I meant to be doing. One sec. This one. There you go. Did that work?
Yeah.
Perfect. My bad. So I was supposed to be presenting this entire time, sharing my screen. But as you come into the bounty page, I'll go from the beginning again, just because, yeah, be easier. So as you go to the products page, the first one here currently is the tweet about your experience. As you click in, you will be able to express interest here and write about what steps you're going to do. You'd have to click the, I agree and whatnot. I'm not going to do that because I don't want to put my actual application here. But these are some applications that are already here, which I did talk about but didn't show. You could see the work plans that have already been submitted and all the activity for the bounty. So that should now be a better explanation of Gitcoin. Any other questions or comments? If that's everyone's questions or comments and everyone else understands exactly what they're supposed to be doing, I mean, that's perfect. I will share the GitHub page for the bounty. So 1 second, I'll try and just switch it out. So this is the GitHub page for the bounty. And this should have, you know, more details. So the bounty requires, like, this is what like would actually be created on the back end of it. And so that, you know, this is the pan that would be available. And this is kind of where you can start digging into, and the Gitcoin bot will give more information about the status of the bot, what work has been started. And this is kind of also how you can dig into a grant. So. That's quicker. I don't see the recording. For me recording it. I am recording it on YouTube. Sorry, as I said at the beginning. So I can record it here as well. Yeah. So I'll share the YouTube recording afterwards, and that'll have. So yeah, the stuff I missed at the beginning, it'll be showing on my screen. So if you missed what if I didn't share my screen, it'll be in the recording. Yeah, so I will share some of the Polkadot bounties for those who might have not seen the YouTube video from before, just to quickly showcase. A lot of them are very easy. So let me just swing down. I was just honestly scrolling through last night, and usually there aren't ones that are that simple. But these beginner challenges are going to be very, very easy to get started with. So I guess most of you know front end stuff. So let's pop into a front end challenge. So yeah, for this beginner challenge, again, so it's 3 DOT, like I said in the video. But for these, they really do walk you through from the beginning to the end. So here where it says head over to the Discord if you have questions, the Discord will walk you through every step you need in order to complete the challenge. So the end of the challenge is November 12th, and challenges went live during the 15th. So you should be able to still have no issues submitting the challenges in now. You're within the date. And so, like Web3.js, you have Polkadot.js. Let's pop into that. I have not ever looked at Polkadot.js, but I'm assuming it is very similar to, let's go. I don't know. Jeez. Let's go through something that's actually kind of one of the, there you go, state queries. One of the challenges wanted you to just pull up the state of the most recent block and submit that. While trying to claim kudos, I got an error of you were not on the right network. Please switch to XDAI. Okay, so for the XDAI, if you're getting a kudos on XDAI, yeah. So you'd have to add XDAI specifically to MetaMask. MetaMask does allow you to add, let's see, expand view. Let's see if I could actually, okay. So yeah, here you should be able to add a custom RPC, and you should be able to add the network for XDAI. I have not memorized the network for XDAI, but you could, I mean, honestly, I would just Google, XDAI here you go. So if you just Google XDAI Network RPC, you'll get the information you need there, and then there, and you pop that into here, and you're good to go. So someone already working on this bounty. Okay, for that, I wouldn't know. So someone said, I tried to express my interest for the Web3Bridge bounty and kept getting someone is already working on this bounty error. For that, that would be from the bounty specifically. So maybe that just needs to be switched on the bounty so that multiple people can work on it. Maybe it would, for this specific bounty, it could be just that only one person, the first person that does it, gets paid, or I'm not sure for this specific bounty. Let's go back to this tab. And let's look at the bounty specifically. Oh gosh. Okay. Sorry, my computer's a bit slow. I have like 3 or 4 nodes running at the same time, so everything takes a little while. Okay, so it does say work has been submitted for the bounty. Okay, so it does say there's a submission 7 minutes ago. Okay, Samantha has submitted a submission. So from what I understand, potentially for the bounty, since there was 238 pan and $9 for the bounty, maybe this was the first come first serve bounty. Not sure exactly. I am not the bounty. I did not put up this bounty. So what I would assume is that there would be multiple applications for, who wanted to submit work. And work was submitted, and you could see here, Web3Bridge has approved right here this account. You could see everything that happened. Joined 41 minutes ago. It was approved 27 minutes ago, and that was the one that was approved. So you could, and I like this because it is all open source. Any questions you have about the bounty or what happened, you can dig into it. It's all here, and you can see exactly how much was in the bounty, who applied, who got approved, and yeah, you could see that there was actual work submitted. Yeah, and so there was a full out, link to a tweet and everything. So wow, this is farther than I've ever gone in submitting a bounty. So that's wonderful. But yeah, so that's a full on. Max of 2 people, I suppose. So full complete cycle of how to use it. So that's great. Any other questions, concerns? I'm glad that we went through that whole experience. Yeah, that is fast. And so a lot of the bounties do go that fast, but a lot of them are stretched out. And that's how quickly bounties can kind of get paid out as well. So if you enjoy, working on open source projects and submitting pull requests and so again, that was a Twitter task. Tasks can be, fixing going through smart contracts, looking for bugs. And those ones are fun in my opinion because everyone's looking for a bug, but if you have your specialty is looking for example DeFi contracts, it's not just where anyone can do it as fast as possible. It takes some special skill set to complete the task, and they'll pay based on severity of the task as well. So it's pretty easy to know. If you find a bug, you will get paid, and then stuff like that. So, any other questions, concerns, things that you might want to try out? Gitcoin is expanding to other chains. So you saw a lot of Polkadot tasks were there. Let's go back to the main chain. They have a lot of Matic tasks. That's like the first other chain that I saw a lot of tasks for. Polkadot. So they have a lot of Zilliqa initiatives as well. So again, if you are someone who's like, oh, Ethereum's cool, but I might want to work on Binance Chain or Zilliqa or there's just a lot, Golem Network. I think Golem Network's really cool. They have a lot of money to give out right now, as you can see, and a lot of them are just if you already know how to create Web 2 applications. and if you already have a web application running, you can get paid quite a bit, like $1,200, if you kind of just take the application you already have running on AWS or whatever kind of servers, and you switch it over to, like this is easy. You know, compile Vim on a single Golem node. So running a Golem, I've run a Golem node before. It is pretty simple. Does not take that long, and it's 180 USDC. So it's an actual stablecoin that's like worth money. And yes, there are some parts of this that might take some time, like building a Docker image that compiles Vim, but that's where I would go to Google and I would search for a open source project that does this for you. And then you start, what they really want is you filling out the survey. So they're really paying you $180 to go through a developer experience of how it works and how your experience was. So a lot of the Golem bounties currently, I was talking to Golem recently and I talked to them a bit. They have some really cool project. But a lot of the Golem bounties, the Polkadot tasks are really simple. I would definitely recommend everyone to, test out at least some of the more simple, like setting up a smart contract. It was, I think, $22 in like DOT tokens, just to take a simple smart contract that they gave you and put it onto Polkadot. And so I think that would be a great learning experience because, I mean, most of you, I guess, are going through the very first time taking a Solidity contract and putting it onto like Ethereum or some testnet. And so the process should be very similar, but the wording should be different. And so I think that'll be good to show you that all these chains are pretty much exactly the same from a developer standpoint. Like even the Near blockchain that I'm working with right now, they're creating a Ethereum EVM testnet in the next month, and so you'll be able to write in Solidity and code on Near, and so it's all becoming one giant space. So if you wanna test out some other chains, this is probably the place to get paid to learn how to do it. Personally, I love Gitcoin. Any other comments, questions, concerns? You could speak, you could chat. I could see both screens. So, and if anyone actually does, I'll show this one. I think this is, so work has been started on this, so it might be accepted, but you can still, warned for abandonment of bounty. Ooh. So again, you could approve multiple work to be done. So it was only 2 days ago. So if you wanted to create some DeFi front end, this could be a good bounty to work on. They're giving 500 USDT, so 500 Tether. And all they really want you to do is create a dApp front end similar to Don't Buy Meme. So I'll show it. It's probably very simple. So yes, this is a front end that they want, something like this. The only aspects of this that are DeFi aspects or blockchain aspects are probably these two buttons right here. This button probably just goes to Uniswap. Yeah, see, nothing special at all. It's literally just a link that goes to Uniswap. Yeah, I'm not gonna, actually do anything there. And this button would go to the actual farming. So actually, the only button on this entire page that actually starts going to the Ethereum is this one button that says "Don't Farm," and then you actually let's actually do it, and I will do it on my Fun wallet that I test things with. So let's see, and this is all it is. Like honestly, so if you come from we can do a walkthrough. Okay, so I can try my best for sure. I might, but for this, I'll go for this one first. So when you go through creating a front end for a dApp, this is all it is. There's depositing, which would be sending to a contract, and then there'd be LPing, which is just depositing to Uniswap. So I think it's pretty cool to understand, coming from a Web2 background, how simple a lot of these front ends are for blockchain applications. So let's look at a Polkadot. I'm not even gonna try and spell Polkadot. Am I gonna try and spell Polkadot? I have not read the word polka dot enough times. Okay. Oh, cool. So they also have a challenge where if you complete 18 or more challenges, you also get 180 dot. I'm not that one. Where is the smart contracts with ink? Interesting. Let's see what this one looks like. 25 applicants. I'm not sure what the max is. Okay, it says start work right away. So this one, it wants you to spin up a node template in the contracts panel, write up your 20 contract, send the custom token from one account to another, build a simple UI just for sending that one token. Tip, the front end template may be helpful. See, this is just, how much are they giving you? Okay, so they're giving you $30, one KSM. So this is for the KSM network, which is built on Polkadot. Oh gosh, I'm definitely not going through all this personally, but they have all the links to how to do it. Sorry, and this is why I if it's not Ethereum specific, personally, it doesn't happen. But I'm sure you could copy and paste the contract there. I want to find the one I saw from yesterday. If anyone, Polkadot.js. There's a lot of Polkadot stuff on here. Sorry, let's sift through some.
Yeah, I think they took it down.
Oh, they took it down? Oh man, that one was really good. Because I remember last night I was going through a bunch of them. Yeah, it was only 10 now. So yeah, there was. So yeah, the one that I did, the smart contract one, was $20, and all you had to do, and that's why I said a lot of times it's just looking for bounties that are worth your time. Again, that's why I said as a JavaScript developer, as an Ethereum, I guess, developer, if it's not Ethereum specific, it's not usually worth my time. But if you are already planning on working on Polkadot and that's already something you're doing, it's definitely a great way to continue your education. Let's look for some. The others are more Ethereum specific, like the ones on Golem. You can run whatever you want on a Golem as the backend. So Golem would be kind of your AWS or your kind of server, and you'd run whatever application you want on top of Golem. Some of these for Arcweave, for example, again, it's more storage based. So it's not about anything about blockchain at all in the sense of state, but simply, well, it's still state, but taking an application that you already have and showing that you could take the actual storage and put it on Arcweave instead. So a lot of these are projects that you can, when you're already building something on Ethereum, like you're already in your groups, you're already building something, from time to time, a lot of these projects will just add into what you're already doing. Like, what is this? Set up ETH page for translations. No, that's just translating stuff. Yeah, but some of these are just, translating stuff in different languages. Yeah, so honestly, there's a lot of bounties here, and they range from, a few $100s to thousands of dollars. It kind of just depends what you're looking for. So yeah, I think that's a pretty good intro to what Gitcoin Bounties is. Some of them will be that quick and just tweeting out something, and a lot of them are more involved. And I think there will be a couple bounties coming up from Web3Bridge that are obviously centered around the Web3Bridge front end and supporting the project here, which will be really cool because it'll keep a lot of that open source and a lot of that work, I guess, transparent, which is really cool. So.
Yeah, thank you, Chloe. I think one of the things about the whole bounty, especially Gitcoins in that I like is that the more you do, the more your profile increase, and that increase your reputation in the space. So it's actually a very good one. Like, I think I have just paid Samantha for the first bounty. Okay, that's payment done. So let's see who takes the next payment. I just paid the first one. So
Let's see.
before the end of the week, we're going to be putting out another bounty. We're looking to redesign our
Ooh.
website.
Hourly rate.
Yeah.
Loving it. They already have an hourly rate because, you know, half an hour of work and now it's official. People can look in and see. It makes all of it really official. Yeah.
Yeah, so we're looking to do a redesign of our website completely, and we are possibly going to be doing something like Gitcoin, or we are not going to be doing the animation part of it. Although if we get somebody that can do the animation, that will be good. So hopefully by Friday we'll put the $150 bounty up for that. And
cool.
code is transparent. So whoever gets it first, whoever submits first, get the payment. So that's a good one. Please, if you have more questions, please ask now. Gitcoin, also doing bounty on Gitcoin, especially the tech part of it, increase your speed because you have to follow the timing and all those things. It also increase your knowledge base too. So it's been a good class. So if you have other questions, please ask. I'm muting my mic now while I listen and learn.
Yeah, ask away, please. Also, for those of you who might not feel comfortable completing bounties yet, so that was me, 6 months, a year ago. I started getting my Gitcoin profile with some green check boxes by doing these Gitcoin quests. So when you go to the products and you go to the quests, they changed the front end. I don't like it that much anymore. But you can see like the most popular quest. Let's go here. So this is a very easy quest. You could pitch your Ethereum killer to the VC bro. But you can learn about Keycard, for example. So Keycard is a hardware wallet. If you want to learn more about the Ethereum white paper, if you've never read it before, this could be a great one. So for example, I've already beaten, you can play it again. So this is where I kind of started learning about Gitcoin and learning about, I guess, more Web3 topics when I was first, and you get a little level. So, and you can also get DAI for, if you get really high up in the ranks, you can win DAI for completing these quests. So again, you'd enter the quest. I did this in the video as well. But this is kind of the NFT you'll get. So again, I know someone's saying they had a problem on XDAI. Because if gas prices are high, they don't want to send, they have to pay for the gas to send you the NFT. But it's a perfectly fine NFT, very cool. And so it shows you your quest prize. The sound is way too loud. But what I really enjoy about this is it does show your reading material beforehand. So when you get through, so this is the Ethereum White Paper 101. Let's see, quest prep. So it says Ethereum White Paper. So I click that. And so I actually will now be brought to the Ethereum White Paper. And I can now read that 25 minutes. It says it'll take about that long. Learn all about Ethereum. And in order to now get that NFT, I have to actually say that I've read it, go through, and answer the questions. So, see, I didn't even, but as you can see, I hit the space bar by accident. If you get a question wrong, you lose. You got to try again in 5 minutes. So you can keep going and play the next one and just go through random quests. Or you can, or you can play, different quests. You can write your own quest as well. So you can write a quest about Web3Bridge, create your own Web3Bridge NFT, and showcase it here. Pretty much, it's pretty cool. So you can learn about TBTC. So TBTC is a Bitcoin derivative on Ethereum that is attained by locking up Bitcoin on Bitcoin and getting, it's quite complicated, I suppose, but So honestly, the quest is my favorite part of Gitcoin. Like quests and Gitcoin, what's it called? Gitcoin grants and Gitcoin quests is where I first started getting into Gitcoin. I love the fact with Gitcoin quests, you can pretty much get NFTs, and those NFTs have some sort of value, I suppose. And you can really start getting, a whole portfolio of NFT, and it shows what you've learned. So on your portfolio, maybe you haven't completed any bounties yet, but you've completed like 100 quests, showing that you've read the white paper and that basic Web3 topics, and that some of them have to do with smart contract security. So if you have 15 smart contract security NFTs from Gitcoin quests, at least it shows that on your free time you've been learning about smart contract security, and you've at least read those topics. And some of the quests are like I will show you, because I have attempted some of the quests over 15 or 20 times, and I do not have the NFT for it yet. So they're not, some of them get very, very, very difficult. So on these expert level, you could see how many attempts they have. So this is for Uniswap, and it has 300 attempts. And on the old UI, you could see how many they gave out as well. So you have to even unlock some of them because you can't even get access. But let's see. But anyways, yes. So if everyone here, in my opinion, should also look into Gitcoin quests, if Gitcoin Bounties is maybe potentially still a bit, I can't find they changed it too much for me. I don't like the new UI. Maybe one of you could make a new UI for them, but yeah. Any other questions, comments, concerns, anything at all? Questions for me, since I'm here? Feel free to ask those as well. If there is nothing, then I suppose we could also end the video. It is a Q&A, so if there are no questions, then I suppose I've answered everyone's, getting all the answers for now. If anyone has any questions about Gitcoin, or as you're going through, there's also a town square. So in the top left-hand corner, big town square. And you should be able to, how do you get into the chat? Let's see. There you go. You pop into the chat here, and you should be able to ask any public questions to Gitcoin as you have them. So I guess it thinks I'm logged out. Let's see. Sorry, I got to allow pop-ups. Okay. Wonderful. Okay, so they do have a general town square and a town square for hackathons. So do try and make sure you're in the right town square. So this is general. You just want to be right in the wrong place. But if my computer decides to load it, you can see. But anyways, here's where you can ask whatever questions you have. Sometimes a bounty payment won't show up in the UI, or you have questions concerning, not getting paid the right amount or something like that. If you don't know who to ask, you can ask here, and that should provide you with an answer as well. But yeah, if no one else has any questions, I'm pretty much gonna, stop my screen sharing at this point. But yeah, so this will be the town square. And yeah, so is a high school student here asking about their first hackathons. People are asking, how do I make money on the site? So this is a very general, almost a troll box of people asking questions and sharing information. And so it's a great way to kind of get to know people who are just starting as well in the community, and who are on a similar pathway as potentially some of you from all around the world. So I'm going to start presenting, I suppose, now. Hope that helped a lot of people. Sorry for starting off without presenting, but the recording, I'll have that, and I'll share a link of that for those who might have come in late, or for my mistake of not recording at the beginning. All that information should be available in the link afterwards. So yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. If anyone has any ideas for any videos as well, feel free to put them in the group, and I would love to do other videos if people think that there's important information to learn. But you're welcome. I'm just gonna hop off. I'm about to head out with the fiance for a bit. But you're welcome to everyone. If you do end up doing any bounties, please let me know. I'd love to retweet them and share all the work you guys do. So yeah, I'm gonna head out. But hope you all have a wonderful rest of your, I guess, evening, wherever. Yeah. Hey. Glad it helped. Okay, bye everybody. Okay, and now I am going to stop the recording. Hope this recording was helpful for anybody. Sorry for not starting off with my screen sharing, and I had to kind of do things twice. And this is kind of economic attack vector paper. So maybe this paper was showing up incorrectly for a while. Oh no, that was where I had the course. Hopefully I'll be doing this more often, and hopefully I'll get better at it as I do it. But yeah, hope this helped anyone that needed some help learning more about Gitcoin, Gitcoin Quest, Gitcoin Bounties, and all the fun stuff in between.